Hi friends, Max here, sitting in my office in Old Town Monrovia. I was just teaching You Are My Sunshine to one of my guitar students, and I thought it would be a good lesson to do as a flat picking tutorial. I'm going to break it down as just the basic, bare minimum flat picking style strum you can do, and then I'll show some of the more fancy embellishments that I like to do when I play it with Kattywompus. So, I'm doing this in the key of C. We have a C chord. I'm using an F major 7. You could also use an F major. All you have to do is just take your first finger off the bar, just keep it on the second string. And then also I'm using a G7. So C, F, F major 7, G7. Starting with our right hand. In my last video for Wildwood Flower, I talked a little bit about picking techniques with the right hand. Anchoring points, I like to use my pinky finger sometimes, just resting here on the pick guard. Sometimes I use my palm and kind of rest it either up top or on the strings I'm not using. Sometimes I just kind of float around, but in a controlled manner so I'm not moving too far away from the strings. Try all the techniques, see what works for you. Maybe some techniques will work for certain parts of the song or certain songs better than others. So, breaking it down, we have a C chord. We're doing 2 plucks on the A string, this is a C note. Open D string now. We're taking our left hand and moving our middle finger off, then bringing it back down. So keep your whole chord shape. Instead of just taking your whole hand off to do that open D string, just move that open D with your middle finger, bring it back down, pluck the D string, do a down up, pluck it again. That's the You Are My Sunshine. Then you're gonna go my D string, open, back to the second fret, pluck the A string again, sunshine. You can see we're making our chord shape do most of the work, and then we're just moving and altering our chord to hit all the notes we need for the song. Next part, plucking the A, you open D string again, make, second fret of the D, Mi. Now our third finger is going to drop down to the third fret of the A, and we're setting up for our F major 7 chord. Hap, get those other fingers in there, strum, down, up, pluck the G, E, strum, pluck the G again, when, open G, skies, same kind of thing I did for the C chord, pluck the D string, R, middle finger down to the second fret of the D, gray, back to the C chord shape, down, up, down, down, up, down. Next section, exact copy of what we just did. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Last section, ending section, A string, please, open D, don't, second fret of D, take, down, up, down, third fret of D, my, open D, sun, G7, shine, second fret of D, we're back in the C chord shape, wait. So that's the bare minimum basic flat picking melody chord for You Are My Sunshine. And then in the next part, I'm going to break it down a little more about some of the other techniques I like to use in it. So you got the basic melody down now. The next step that I like to do when kind of bringing more life and more energy into the picking, it starts with the right hand for me. So the right hand's going to have to start doing this rolling kind of picking pattern. And think of it kind of as a down up, like a constant down up. I'm kind of going bum, bum, bum. So I'm pluck, pluck, and alternating going down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And I'm doing the down ups in different parts of the string, on different parts of our sets of strings. So I'm going down, up, and then I'm moving down a string, down, up. So A, up on D or G, and then down on D, and then up on B and G. It's kind of a rolling picking pattern I like to implement. So what that sounds like with the song. So I think it's kind of like cross picking, where you're crossing over between one string and another string below. So this is something I think is really important to bring your picking up a level from the basic pluck and strum. Getting used to getting your wrist to really flow and really feel comfortable doing the down plucks, the up plucks, doing up plucks on the up beats, like a syncopated feel too. And really just try to get your hand so where it's rolling the whole time and plucking when it needs to and strumming when it doesn't need to pluck. With the left hand, I like to add some embellishments with hammer-ons and pull-offs. I like to reach sometimes for some notes that are not necessarily in the melody, but I think complement the melody and kind of add some spice into the song. So breaking it down, little hammer on there, bum 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 hammer, bum 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 bum. So instead of going dun 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 dun, sounds fine. Dun dun hammer, bum. Another hammer on. And I also like to let some of the more dissonant intervals ring out. Stuff that sounds a little bit off, but kind of has a little bit of a twang to it. Very Dave Rawlings-esque. So that note here with my pinky that I added, not in the melody, but I think it adds a little bit of a different flavor to the song. It becomes an F sus4 chord. Hammer on pull off. I like to do that sus4 for a lot of things, whether you're on the C chord, the 1 chord, or the 4 chord, the F in this case. Also, something I did there was I like to add that bass note in there too when I can. Kind of fills out the space a bit more as well. So those are a few techniques I like to do with the left hand when embellishing You Are My Sunshine. You saw what we did with the right hand. You saw the basic melody. And hopefully that gets you going to your own version of You Are My Sunshine. Feel free to ask questions, comment down below. And if you have any other requests for flat picking tutorials, please let me know. See you guys next time.